Hi there, thanks for joining me. Back on the 1 Series BMW again. Got a little issue with it. We've got this fault code 4690 DDE voltage. I'm thinking we've got to start with the basics on it. That is the voltage supply to the ECU that runs the engine. It could be a poor connection, it could be a bad earth, it could be the battery. So what we're going to do, I've got here the Kingbolen BM550 Battery Tester. We'll stick it on the car, do a rundown on the battery, see if it's okay, see if it needs replacing. This had stood for ages. It's a little project I've picked up for 250 quid. Let's get in the boot, that's where the battery is, do the test on it and see if we need to replace this battery. Now the car starts, it runs, the alternator's charging on it. But we are getting this fault code. Now it could well be that when we start the car, the voltage drop on the battery because it's old. I don't know how old the battery is on it. That could be throwing this fault in. This little gadget will definitely tell us if it's good or bad. Let's pop it out the packet and see what we get. These come in at about 20 quid, really reasonable, considering how much these battery testers used to be. This does an internal resistance check on the battery. So it's the high-tech stuff. You know, you can pay a fortune for some of the Midtronics testers. I have got the top-on tester that I've done a review on in the past. This is far cheaper, so let's see if it does the job. It's got some really nice crocodile clips on it. Good beef on them. That's really important on these testers because it is doing an internal resistance check, so the leads need to be really good and you need a really good connection to the battery. You don't have to take the battery off the car. You can do it all in situ. Get these leads undone. Right, there we go. Okay, so we've got there about half a metre of leads, a little bit more. Okay, so the battery is underneath this load cover here. We can either lift that up or we'll just pull the whole thing out. So it can be a bit daunting. We've got the battery at the bottom underneath the bracket and this big fuse assembly on the top here. What we need to do is get onto the terminal. So the negative one is nice and straightforward. The positive one though, where do we go with that? There's a little flap, a little tab there. We can just pull that tab there, lift that little, and then it reveals the battery terminal. So we can clip on the positive side to that one there, get that on there nice and tight, and the same, we'll get the negative one over there, get that connected up, and straight away it's lit up, ready to go. So what we need to know is what battery this is. It is a stop-start battery, so it's an AGM battery, and on the top there we can see it's a 12 volt 80 amp 800 it's a 12 volt 80 amp hour 800 amp battery. Okay, so this is now flashing. We've got to choose the type, 6 volt, 12 volt or 24 volt. At the minute we're on 12 volt, that's flashing away nicely, so we'll go OK on that. CCA, so we need to know what the amperage is, and on this one, like I said, it's an 800, so we just need to increase it by pressing the button up to 800. CCA stands for cold cranking amps. There we go, 800. We'll press OK on that. It's come back there 512 with a little exclamation mark saying normal. So it's well down on power. It should be 800 and we're down to 512. That's what's actually in the battery. So the battery is in need of a really good charge. It's not saying to replace it, it's saying that it could do with a charge on that. If we scroll down on this, its state of health, SOH, is 41%. State of charge, 10%. So it's really down. It needs, like I say, it needs a really good charge on it. And then it's given us the internal resistance. Now this is the important bit. As you can see from my little diagram there, you can see 2 to 4 brand new battery, and a failing one is 8+ milliohms. So this one's well within that. And the voltage at the minute is 12.6 volts. So it's very thorough. It's nice. It's quick as well. That gave us a result there really, really rapidly. So it's good news in one respect. I haven't got to buy a new battery for the car. It just needs to go on a charge, a really good charge, and get it back up again to where it needs to be. And using that could have saved, because these batteries are 150 quid-ish, somewhere around there. It could have saved me that £150 for the sake of 20 quid. It's eliminated that issue. I just know I've got to charge it up, get it charged, get the faults cleared, and hopefully, well, it's eliminated the battery anyway. I know it's not that. So if that fault code doesn't go away, I've got to start hunting for something else, whether it's a bad connection or something somewhere down the line. I'll get that charged up and then do another check on it and see what's going on. But like I say, cracking bit of kit. Could have saved me a lot of money, that. If you're thinking of one of these for this winter time, the batteries are, your engine's starting a bit slow and you're not sure what it is, again, £20 and it'll eliminate your problem. You can definitely check your batteries out. If it's been of use, if you enjoyed this one, drop me a little thumbs up. I'll put links for this in the description and a discount code as well. So yeah, you know, you can get, I think, 10% off it as well. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you in another video. Thanks for watching.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Wake up, today's gonna be a